3, 2, 1. Bang.
Hello, everyone. This is John Sleepy Williams, joined by Brandon Lambert, bringing you the play-by-play and all the action of Anderson County High School basketball. Tonight, the Lady Mavericks and Mavericks have traveled to Cumberland Gap to take on the Lady Panthers and the Panthers here in a District 4 Class AAA matchup. Once again, my name is John Sleepy Williams, joined by Brandon Lambert. And Brandon, final regular season district game for both the girls and the boys here tonight.
Yeah, it is, and potentially this could be the final matchup between Anderson County and Cumberland Gap in district play, as next year Cumberland Gap will not be taking part of this district next year. They are moving back down to 2A basketball beginning in 2024-25, barring another meeting between either the girls or the boys in the district tournament next week.
Yes, we've played Cumberland Gap. We was up here last year, and Cumberland Gap Lady Panthers actually defeated the Lady Mavericks, so it's a very key game for the Lady Mavericks coming in here tonight. Cumberland Gap, dangerous team, knocked off number 1 seed Scott High earlier in the season.
Yeah, that was a big win for Cumberland Gap. We always talk about it. Scott always does. Cumberland Gap always does well. The girls, they do well on their home court. Anderson County fell victim to that last year, as you may recall, John.
The Lady Mavericks not really playing particularly well. They would be the first to tell you that. They lost 3 of their last 4 and come in on a 2-game losing streak, having lost to Powell last Tuesday night and also on Friday night at home to their arch rival, the Clinton Lady Dragons. Lady Mavericks' last win was over Oneida a week ago on Monday. Also lost at Union County that Friday night before that. So Lady Mavericks squad sort of been struggling offensively, scoring points. Only had 18 points against Powell and put up only 30 against Clinton on Friday night, so not really playing their best offensively.
Yeah, only scored 48 points in the last 2 meetings, so Anderson County need to find some way to get going here, because right now this is a bad time to be on a losing skid, in my opinion, John.
Certainly want to be playing your best. The district tournament starting next week at Union County High School, and Lady Mavericks come into this game with an overall record of 12-12, 5-4 in district play, while Cumberland Gap is 9-13 overall, 3-6 in district play. And Lambo, you got some information on the Lady Mavericks, what seed they'll be going into next week?
Yeah, right now Anderson County currently battling for the 3rd spot in the district tournament, which that would mean that the Lady Mavericks would have to play an elimination game, a quarterfinal game in the district tournament next week. Should they win, they would lock up that 3rd seed here tonight. But as we mentioned, it's not that easy playing here at Cumberland Gap.
Right. Union County right behind the Lady Mavericks in the district standings, and obviously got to play Gibbs coming up on Thursday night. It looks like Lady Mavericks may be locked into that 3rd seed as we get ready for the national anthem here at Cumberland Gap High School.
Featuring the Anderson County Lady Mavs versus your Cumberland Gap Lady Panthers. At this time, we have a gentleman by the name of Rick Root. He's an alumni of Powell Valley High School class of 1979. He is here to play our national anthem. Please rise. And gentlemen, remove your
That's an awesome rendition of the national anthem with the trumpet.
Absolutely. That's rarely usually see a trumpet play the national anthem at these high school events. Time to meet the starting five for both squads.
Before you mention the lineups here, Lambo, we talked to that guy before the game. He knew Bobby Barton there in Anderson County. I think his son, Daniel Barton, maybe played for Anderson County a while back, but really nice gentleman we got to meet. So we got the lineups. Lady Mavericks being introduced. Lambo.
Yep. Macy Baspert, Shelby Kelly, Addison Grooves, Bethany Lau, and Emery Bullock. That's the usual starting five for Coach Mitch Couples. The Lady Mavericks, he's assisted by Emily Bullock, Ryan Marshall, and Jalen Bullock. Now the starting lineup for the Cumberland Gap Lady Panthers. Junior number 2, Jayla Bailey, she had 7 points. Number 11, a senior, is Callie Hoskins. She had 9 points in the loss. Sophomore number 13, Abby Peters. Hayden Beeler, number 21, a senior. She had 11 points in the last meeting. And junior number 25, Jenna Middleton. She only had 2 points in that last meeting. Head coach for Cumberland Gap is Bethany Evans. She's assisted by Samantha Pierce.
Getting ready to tip it off here at Cumberland Gap High School. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to Anderson County Mavericks live stream. We also have Daniel Collins back with us tonight on the controls. Good to see him back. He's had the flu bug, so it's great to have him here with us as well. As these two teams get together once again. Anderson County won the first meeting back on December the 13th, 51-33. So looking for a sweep of the Cumberland Gap Lady Panthers here tonight. So Cumberland Gap controls the tip, and Lady Mavericks coming out in man-to-man defense. Lob inside to Hayden Beeler for a quick 2 points. And the Lady Panthers back on top.
Hayden Beeler with the opening bucket. Cumberland Gap strikes first blood in the contest, 2-0.
Lady Mavericks looking to get back over the 500 mark. They are 12-12 overall. Currently on a 2-game skid. And looking to get back in the win column here tonight. Tough place to play. Last year, Cumberland Gap defeated the Lady Mavericks. Anderson County, I recall, had a sort of a not so good shooting performance as Bassford guns a 3, top of the key, no good. A rebound, Beeler. Kelly Hoskins had it, threw it inside that time, could not handle the pass. That was Beeler, so it'll be
Lady Mavericks basketball.
2-0, just underway here. Cumberland Gap has
had a travel violation already on Emery Bullock. So crucial mistake, so a big mistake right there from the sophomore Bullock.
Both teams 1 turnover apiece. This Lady Mavericks come with that diamond and 1 full court press, and another turnover. Cumberland Gap throws it out of bounds.
Went through the hands of the junior Jenna Middleton, and big mistake right there. It could pay dividends. Let's see what the Lady Mavericks do on this possession.
Jenna Middleton, tall girl for Lady Panthers, one of the top players in the district. This loud shot is blocked by Beeler. Kelly saves it inbounds, but it comes to Middleton. Here come the Lady Panthers. They throw it away, trying to get it inside to Middleton. Shelby Kelly now racing up court. To Lau to Bashford for 2 points, but she misses an easy one inside, Lambo.
Missed up Bunny on that one, and Cumberland Gap goes up court. This is Abby Peters, the sophomore, going to Jayla Bailey. And a foul called against the Lady Mavericks, and it'll be Jenna Middleton. Looks like she'll take 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, Anderson County has really been struggling offensively the last 4 games. 3 of those losses, the 1 win over Oneida. I believe that was a score of 37-35, if I'm not mistaken. So that's probably the most points Anderson County has scored since then.
At a lane violation against Cumberland Gap.
So Middleton cannot connect from the line. 2-0 Cumberland Gap. Lady Mavericks looking for their first points of the night. We're live here. Cumberland Gap High School, home of the Lady Panthers. Inside to Kelly's turnaround jumper would not go. Rebound Middleton. Middleton with great size advantage inside. Be a good matchup with her and Addison Grooms here tonight. Middleton probably the tallest player in the district, would you say, Brandon?
I would say so, John. For height of her player, she's got to be the tallest in her class. I would say.
I'd say she's about 6'3", and there's Middleton inside for the bucket. 4-0, Lady Panthers. Lady Panthers in a zone defense, and I was correct to check that. Man-to-man looks like sort of switching in and out. A nice pass from Bethany Lau inside Addison Grooms for 2.
The feeds from Lau to Grooms, and Grooms is able to connect. Lady Mavericks are on the board. Ball sails out of bounds, and last touch by the Lady Mavericks, and they're going to say it's Cumberland Gap basketball.
4-2 is our score. Cumberland Gap leads Anderson County. Here are 4:20 to play here in the first quarter. Lob inside to Beeler. Good defense, but Middleton there to pick up some garbage and score. 6-2, Lady Panthers. Zone defense by Cumberland Gap. Right corner, Grooms. Tried to get it to Kelly and stolen by the Lady Panthers. 2 turnovers now for Lady Mavs. Jayla Bailey running the point for Cumberland Gap into the corner. Ball's loose on the floor. Turnover, Lady Panthers. Anderson County doing a good job with their defense.
They are doing a good job with the defense, but the offense, that's what's been the problem the last few or so games for Anderson County. This is why they're on that 2-game skid here, John.
Certainly is, and they're going to have to score some points here tonight. As Lady Panthers squad knocked off Scott a few weeks ago. Scott, #1 seed, already clinched that #1 seed in District 4. And Bassford inside, it goes.
Nice bounce in on Macy Bassford, and the Lady Mavericks are within 2 of Cumberland Gap.
Lady Mavericks looking to create some points off turnovers. Cumberland Gap that time does a good job against the press, but inside they lose the ball once again. Lady Mavericks now tries to score. Bassford pull up, jumper goes.
From the elbow, Macy Bassford puts that one in, and we are even at 6.
Ball loose on the floor once again. Another turnover on the Lady Panthers. Here's Kirsten Campbell, drives to the bucket, and shot is blocked and go out of bounds. They stay with Anderson County. As #4, Kelly Hatfield checks in for Cumberland Gap. She is a sophomore. Lob inside to Addison Grooms. Shot no good. Rebound Hatfield. 2:15 to play. We're all tied up here in the first quarter, 6-6. Bob into Beeler.
And a foul. Once again on Hayden Beeler. It's going to be on Emery Bullock. It's her first, team second. As Beeler will shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Hayden Beeler, a senior for Cumberland Gap, led her team in scoring against Lady Mavericks in that first meeting back on December the 13th with 11 points. She had a big first half. If I recall, then Anderson County did a good job of shutting her down there in the second half. Second free throw by Beeler, also no good. Cumberland Gap 0 of 4 from the free throw line here in the first quarter. Lau works her way in, shot off the glass, no good. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Addison Grooms, and it will be Cumberland Gap basketball. 1 minute, 49 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
Hoskins ready for the inbound. 1:49 left to play in the first. 6-6 tie. There's Middleton going to Bailey. Bailey's going to drive, lose the ball, gets it back. Hatfield around the defender, but it's a palming the ball violation against Kelly Hatfield.
That's 8 turnovers here in the first quarter for Cumberland Gap as Addison Grooms checks out for AC. Going to be replaced by Julia Owens, freshman. And also Hayden Beeler checks out for the Lady Panthers. 6-6 minute, 20 to play in the first. Bullock drives, cut off, spots Lau out on the left wing. Her three is no good off the back iron. Tracks down her own rebound. Tries to drive, cut off there by Middleton. Gets it over to Bassford up top now to Bullock. Bullock cut off that time. Lady Mavericks trying to get it inside. That was the second three-point attempt by AC. 0 for 2 from downtown. Inside to Campbell. Great pass to Bassford. Her shot no good. Rebound. Owens goes up with the left hand and scores off the glass.
Nice bank off the glass for Julia Owens. And Anderson County has their first lead on the night. And now the full court defense. And it makes the turnover. Lau, and she's fouled by Callie Hoskins.
Nice steal by Bethany Lau. 24 seconds to play in the first quarter. 8-6. Lady Mavericks, their first lead of the game on Owens' basket as Lau knocks down the first free throw. As Lady Mavericks' first trip to the free throw line tonight. Lau had 10 points in that first meeting. Second free throw is in and out, no good. Rebound Middleton, 9-6 AC, 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The Mavericks on a 7-0 run as Beeler misses inside, gets it back, and they're going to call a foul on Bethany Lau. Tough call on Lau that time. Looks like she had her hands up. Good defensive position.
Yeah, good defensive positioning right there from Lau. But unfortunately, they get fouled. It's 2 free throws coming up for Hayden Beeler, one of the 3 seniors for this Cumberland Gap squad. First free throw, good. That's Cumberland Gap's first free throw made tonight.
Yes, they're 1 for 5 on the line. 9-7 is the score.
And Beeler gets the second free throw to go. It's 9-8 Anderson County. With about 9 seconds, and Owens throws the ball away, out of bounds. Cumberland Gap basketball.
A little bit unforced turnover out there. Passed us a little bit too high. As Cumberland Gap now with 5 seconds. Try to get a last second shot. Beeler launches from long range. Shot no good. That's going to be in the first quarter with your score. Lady Mavericks of Anderson County 9. Cumberland Gap Lady Panthers 8. And Brandon, your thoughts on the first quarter?
Well, I tell you what, Cumberland Gap had a little bit of time to get it up court here before the clock expired, but at the end of the day, they're down by 1 as they head into the second quarter. Anderson County leads 9-8.
We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in here, so we'll go ahead and take a break. Be right back. You're listening to and watching Lady Maverick basketball on Maverick Media. Welcome back into Cumberland Gap High School. As Anderson County leads 9-8 as we get ready to start the second quarter. As J.C. Phillips checks into the Lady Maverick lineup first time tonight. Also on the floor is Kelly Bullock, Bassford, and Grooms. Lady Mavericks looking to get back in the win column. District game right here. 3 by Bassford is good.
Rained that 3. Macy Bassford from the wing, 12-8. Lady Mavericks lead by 4.
That's what they've been missing, and a steal by Shelby Kelly. Turnover number 10 on Cumberland Gap. Bassford spots up another 3. Zip.
She got that one. Another 3 and a timeout taken by Cumberland Gap. It's going to be a 30-second timeout.
We'll keep it right here as Macy Bassford, MB3, we like to call her, knocks down another 3-pointer. Give the Lady Mavericks a 15-8 lead, and just like that, out to a 7-point lead.
Yep, up to a 7-point lead. You said it right there, John. That's the one thing this Lady Maverick team has been missing these last 2 games.
And Brandon, you got some information on the future games here coming up this week.
Yeah, if you guys have been following Anderson County athletics through the Anderson County app, I recommend you please download the Anderson County Mavericks app. Saves you a lot of information regarding our athletic events. We just got the word out today that on our way out here to Cumberland Gap that the South Doe game that was originally scheduled for at the beginning of January that was canceled due to all the snow, it is now being played on Thursday night. This coming Thursday night, the 13th, at the AC Corral. So we will be hosting the South Doe Lady Cherokees and Cherokees in our second to last home matchup. And of course, senior night will be the Northview Academy Cougars this coming Friday.
So back-to-back games for both the girls and the boys before they head into district tournament play next week. And a turnover as Addison Grooms is called for traveling. That's the Lady Mavericks' 4th turnover. As Bethany Lau checks back in for Emery Bullock. Good shot by Middleton on the baseline. She's got 6. 15-10, Anderson County leads. Bethany Lau has her shot blocked by Middleton.
You cannot be that close range with Middleton. She'll make you pay if you're in that paint with her.
It certainly is a tall drink of water. Cumberland Gap now. Here's number 13. That's Abby Peters, guarded by Phillips. Her pass intended for Callie Hoskins, knocked out of bounds by Macy Bassford. 15-10, Anderson County leads Cumberland Gap, 6:13 to play. And we have the boys game immediately following this one, as the Mavericks look to complete their district regular season. The win tonight would make them co-champions with the Clinton Dragons at 9-1 in district play.
A win like this could, for the Mavericks, could earn them a share of the regular season district title. But because of the tiebreaker, I think Clinton would be the overall top seed because of the tiebreaker.
Yeah, Coach Jeffers said they drew numbers before the season, and Clinton come out ahead on that. I don't know exactly how that works. I guess you draw the lowest number or the highest. I don't know. Anyway, Clinton will be the #1 seed in the upcoming boys district tournament, as Julia Owens checks back in for J.C. Phillips. Lady Mavericks needing a win here tonight to clinch that #3 overall seed, which would put them up against Gibbs. Lady Eagles, who are currently last in the district, next week. And another turnover on the Lady Mavericks. And Julia Owens, good hustle, coming up behind Hayden Beeler, knock it out of bounds.
Knocked it out of bounds, but unfortunately it still remains in the favor of the Cumberland Gap Lady Panthers, as it, as you said there, John, went off of Julia Owens' hand.
The Mavericks still man-to-man defense. Pretty much played man all season long. There's a shot by Jayla Bailey, no good, and Hayden Beeler gets the rebound and scores. Hayden Beeler is, I would say, all-district performer for Cumberland Gap this season, as Addison Grooms gets the offensive rebound, and she's tied up. Possession arrow to Lady Panthers. Lady Mavericks been pressing full court whole game. Bailey lobs inside to Middleton, kicks it out to Beeler for three. No good. An offensive rebound that time by Ashlyn Roberts. There's Roberts with it. Kicks it out to Aubrey Turpin for a three-pointer. Audrey Turpin with that impressive three, and it ties the game up at 15. That's their first three of the game. Lady Mavericks led 15-8 off a pair of back-to-back threes by Bassford. Cumberland Gap's come right back to tie it up. And another turnover on the Lady Mavericks. There's Beeler now with it in the paint. Tried to get it to Middleton. Knocked back to her. She sets it back up as Bailey guns a three. It's no good. Beeler, the offensive rebound, and she's going to be fouled. Looked like Shelby Kelly had good position to get that rebound.
And she got knocked down to the floor. Also, Bethany Lau took a hard tumble as well.
They had a couple of Lady Mavs on the court. And Beeler will go to the line for 2 shots.
Gets the first one to go. Cumberland Gap back in front by 1. 16-15. We're halfway home in the second quarter.
Cumberland Gap coming in 3-6 in district play. 9-13 overall. Beeler misses, but Roberts gets another offensive rebound. Saves it to Bailey. Lob inside to Beeler, and she draws another foul.
Another foul on the floor, and that's going to be Bethany Lau's second foul, I believe. They're not keeping up with the fouls on the scoreboard, but I believe that's going to be her second foul of the game.
I believe you're right. That's the third team foul. As Beeler gets the free throw. 17-15 Cumberland Gap on a 10-0 run. 3:45 to play here before halftime. Beeler gets 1 of 2, rebound Grooms. Bullock up ahead to Basket. Up top now to Campbell. Campbell will drive, cut off. Basket in the right corner, 3, no good. Rebound Roberts, nice outlet pass up to Turpin. And good hustle, good defense by Macy Basket coming up behind and knocking that ball out of bounds.
Great hustle indeed there. John by Bassford gets the, try to get a steal in possession, but cannot hang on to it. Cumberland Gap gets possession back.
J.C. Phillips checks in for Macy Basket. Middleton inside, no good. Good defense by Grooms. Ball's picked up by Owens now. Lady Mavericks down by 2, 3:15 to play here in the second. And Bullock weaves her way in, shot up. It's just swatted out of bounds by the 6'3" Jenna Middleton. It's Callie Hoskins checks in for Hayden Beeler. Owens with it, goes up over Middleton, shot no good. Tracks down her own rebound in the corner, and a timeout whistle by the Lady Mavs. Be a 30-second timeout. We'll just go ahead and keep it right here. 3:02 to play here in the second quarter. Things look really good for Anderson County. Brandon, starting the second quarter, Macy Bassford hit those 2 3-pointers to give Lady Mavs a 7-point lead.
Yeah, Macy Bassford came alive to start the second quarter, but looking at Cumberland Gap now, they've gotten a 3-pointer of their own from Audrey Turpin, and they're right back into it.
Yeah, the Lady Mavericks having problems with turnovers during that stretch. 4 here in the second quarter. As we're back in live action, Emery Bullock for 3, no good. Rebound, J.C. Phillips loses the ball, and it went off of Phillips' foot out of bounds. It'll be Lady Panthers of Cumberland Gap basketball. 2:54 to play here second quarter, 17-15 Cumberland Gap. Cumberland Gap played last night. They actually lost to Washburn. You ever been to Washburn, Lambo?
No, never been out to Washburn. I've heard it's a nice place up there. Would love to make a trip up there one day.
I bet Daniel Collins has been to Washburn. We'll have to ask him here at halftime. But Lady Panthers lost to Washburn last night, 52-44.
And that's also Washburn, also a common opponent for Union County as well. The Patriots, the Lady Patriots, and Patriots play Washburn at least twice a year also.
It's up on the mountains. It's not too far from here. And Jenna Middleton checks out. Lady Mavericks may try to go inside with Middleton on the bench. Bullock loses the ball, gets it back to Owens. Campbell, the strong move to the basket, shot no good. She gets her own rebound, but she steps on the baseline.
Spotted within a mile away. I knew that stepping on the baseline by Kirsten Campbell is going to cost the Lady Mavericks that possession big time.
See head coach Jordan Jeffers walking in with Trevor Davis. As the Mavericks have arrived, they will be coming up next against Cumberland Gap. Minute 40 to play here in the girls' game. Cumberland Gap. Beeler scores inside. And a 12-0 run by the Lady Panthers. They lead by 4. That's matches their biggest lead at 6-2 early in the game. And the ball is loose. Goes out of bounds. They're going to say Cumberland Gap basketball. Lady Mavericks struggling with turnovers here in the second quarter. Minute 13 to play here before halftime. Quickly up court come the Lady Panthers, and Beeler's drive no good. Rebound Owens. Took the Bullet. Bullet cut off by Hatfield. Her shot up no good. Addison Grooms there to clean up.
Nice finish by Grooms. Gets the second chance points to go. AC back within 2.
45 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Lady Mavericks coming full court pressure. And Bullock with the deflection caught the ball in midair, and she's going to be fouled. Good job, Emery Bullock, sophomore. It's Cumberland Gap. They had 9 turnovers there in the first quarter. I got them unofficial. That was their first turnover here in the second period. Doing a much better job of protecting the basketball. 30 seconds to go. Phillips pass, dangerous pass. And Jayla Bailey almost intercepted, goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Lady Mavs. There's Campbell now on the right side. Up top, Owens on the left wing to Bullock. Bullock will drive in the paint, cut off by Beeler. Pass deflected by Cumberland Gap. 3.9 seconds to play, and a foul has been called on Cumberland Gap.
Abby Peters picks up the foul. That's going to be her. It's going to be the team's 4th, her first. Lady Mavericks time for one more shot here. Phillips fires away, no good. At the end of the first half, the score, Cumberland Gap 19, Anderson County 17.
Lambo, your thoughts on the second quarter?
Well, that second quarter seemed a little bit shaky for Anderson County. A great start all in all with Macy Bassford getting the buckets, but turnovers have been plaguing the Lady Mavericks in the late going in the second half.
So the Lady Panthers of Cumberland Gap take a 2-point lead into halftime. Lady Mavericks will go in and try to regroup. And we'll go ahead and take some time off here. And thank you all for watching Lady Maverick basketball. We'll be right back. Welcome back in to Cumberland Gap High School as Lady Mavericks trail by 2 at halftime, 19-17. My name's John Sleepy Williams, joined by Brandon Lambert and also Daniel Collins. As the Lady Mavericks led 9-8 after the first quarter, they were outscored in the second period, 11-8. Anderson County had a 15-8 lead for Cumberland Gap, went on a 12-0 run to take a 4-point lead. Anderson County was able to cut it down to 2 at halftime. So right now, Brandon Lambert's got the point for the first half.
Appreciate that, John, for Cumberland Gap. They are led in scoring by Hayden Beeler with 10 points. 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Then you have Jenna Middleton with 6 points. 2 from the free throw line. Audrey Turpin with 3 points. Overall, Cumberland Gap 4 of 10 from the free throw line, 1 3-pointer in the game. For Anderson County, led in scoring by Macy Bassford with 10 points on back-to-back threes to begin the second quarter. Addison Grooms with 4 points. Julia Owens with 2 points. Bethany Allen 1 point on 1 free throw. Kirsten Campbell, Shelby Kelly, J.C. Phillips, Emery Bullock yet to score. Anderson County 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 3-pointers in the contest, as I mentioned, both coming off of Macy Bassford.
And free throw discrepancy pretty big right now. As Cumberland Gap has shot 10 free throws. Anderson County's only 2, so Cumberland Gap doing a good job of getting inside to their big 6'3" junior Jenna Middleton, and also Hayden Beeler, senior for Cumberland Gap, doing a good job driving inside, drawing fouls. She has 10 points to match Macy Bassford for game high honors. Here with about a minute and a half played before we start the third quarter. And Brandon, what's going to be the key for the Lady Mavericks here in the second half?
Well, I think the key in the second quarter is limit how you pass the ball. Don't turn it over too much often. That's what's been hurting this Lady Maverick team in the second half. The turnovers and how hard they've been passing the ball.
Yeah, that second quarter, Anderson County had 6 turnovers, and they have 9 here at halftime. In the first quarter, Cumberland Gap had 9 turnovers. However, Anderson County had a hard time scoring off those turnovers, as they only had 9 points. They had a lot of those turnovers in the backcourt on that full court press, but weren't able to capitalize. Also, big key in the first half. In the second quarter, Cumberland Gap with only 1 turnover unofficially. They did a much better job of breaking that Lady Maverick full court press. So right now at halftime, Cumberland Gap unofficially has 10 turnovers, while Anderson County has 9. Also 3-pointers. Anderson County with 2 and Cumberland Gap with 1, as Lady Mavericks out on the floor, the original starting 5. Also Cumberland Gap as well with their original starting 5. So here's Emery Bullock and a nice backdoor cut by Bassford and a quick 2 points.
The backcourt pass efficient on that one. And Anderson County has tied the game at 19.
Anderson County looks like it was running like a 3-2 full court press. Never really seen that. Cumberland Gap breaks, but then they throw it away. And Kelby with the interception misses the shot. And she came back in, and when she did, she caught the ball. She had not established position.
Bad positioning where she was at. Stepped on, went past the baseline, and Cumberland Gap gets the ball back.
Shelby Kelly missed a bunny, didn't she?
She missed the bunny. That's the product of going a little too fast to the bucket, in my opinion, John.
Cumberland Gap breaks the pressure, gets it up court. They lead by 2. Lob from Peters inside to Middleton for an easy 2 points. Jenna Middleton so tough inside with the height advantage. She's got 8. Kelly shoots a 3, no good. Rebound, Beeler. Beeler now to Bailey as Cumberland Gap leads by 2. They led by 2 at halftime. 6:45 to play here in the third quarter. Good crowd on hand here tonight on a rainy Tuesday night as Middleton loses it inside. Correction, that was Beeler that lost the basketball. Tie ball and possession arrow will stay with the Lady Panthers. They'll have the ball under their own basket, leading 21-19. Lob from Hoskins to Middleton to Bailey. Trying to get to Beeler, but stolen by Kelly. Bullock up ahead to Grooms. Shot no good. Marie Bullock fights for that offensive rebound. And a whistle.
Foul. Looks like it's going to be on. Looks like it's going to be on Jayla Bailey.
Shelby Kelly, back-to-back steals. Giving the Lady Mavericks scoring chances. Got to capitalize on those turnovers. Here's Kelly now, drives in the paint. Pass for Grooms, stolen. And Jayla Bailey to the basket, she misses.
Missed the bunny, and he's out of bounds. And it's going to be the Lady Maverick basketball.
District 4 Class AAA matchup here at Cumberland Gap High School. Cumberland Gap 21, Andrews County 19. 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Lady Mavericks 5-4 in district play. Cumberland Gap 3-6. Both teams gave the number 1 seed Scott Lady Highlanders their only loss in district play. Here is Lau inside, she scored.
Lau gets the roll in on the bucket, and we are even again at 21.
Diamond in 1 press. This time. Cumberland Gap sets up their offense. As Kelly Hoskins been held scoreless. Lobs it inside to Middleton, and she kind of handled the pass. Goes out of bounds, turnover on the Lady Panthers. 2 in this third quarter. 11 for the game. Both teams unofficial with 11 turnovers. Also 21 points. That is official as we are tied here. Coming up on 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Bullock spots an open Macy basket shot. It's blocked by Middleton. That's her third block of the evening. And a jump ball has been whistled. BAC or Cumberland Gap basketball.
Cumberland Gap basketball, and the Lady Maverick bench, Coach Rich Couples included, all wanted the travel violation. Not going to get it.
He's wanting help from the other official. Now visiting with the official score. See what they come up with. I think they're trying to decide on whose basketball it is. The arrow is pointing Cumberland Gap's way. Coach Couples thought it was Anderson County ball.
It's calling for the travel, and it looks like the ruling is going to go Anderson County basketball.
They'll take it. 21-21, 4:53 to play in the third. Inbounds to Grooms, gets it to Bullock. Bullock up top the basket. Open for a minute. Nice pass inside to Grooms. The shot is blocked from behind by Beeler.
And 2 free throws coming up for Grooms.
As Beeler's whistled for the foul. Leading Beeler's first foul, team first. Free throw, Grooms is good. Not a whole lot of fouls been called here tonight. Neither team has hit the bonus yet, as Grooms knocks down both free throws. Lady Mavericks back on top, 23-21. Bailey up to Hoskins now. Here comes the trap. Gets out of the trap. Gets it inside to Beeler to Middleton. And she's going to be pushed from behind.
It looks like she may have gotten pushed by Lau.
Yes, it was Bethany's second foul, team first.
No, they said it's her third foul now. 3 fouls on Lau.
Correction, third foul. Jenna Middleton knocks down the first free throw. Middleton now with 8 points. Correction, 9 points. He's 1 of 3 from the line thus far. And something rolls out.
Talk about unlucky there with the roll around the rim.
The Mavericks maintain that 1-point lead. There's Bullock in the paint. Shot is blocked by Middleton. She's tough to get by.
Tallest player on the team for Cumberland Gap. That's their big advantage right there.
4th block of the game for Middleton. Bullock inbounds to Owens. They're really starting to come out on Bassford, trying to limit her looks. There's Bullock being guarded by Hoskins. Under 4 minutes to play now in the third. Kelly on the baseline, trying to get it to Grooms, and it's knocked out of bounds by Cumberland Gap. Stay with the Lady Mavs as substitution comes in. Callie Hoskins checks out, replaced by Audrey Turpin. Turpin had a 3-pointer there in the second quarter. Here is Grooms up.
Travel violation.
They're calling her for the travel. Lady Mavs by 1. Lady Mavs applying that defensive pressure. Cumberland Gap. Inside to Beeler. Works it back up top to Bailey on the right side. Peters lobs it. Nice move by Beeler. Turpin passed up a shot. Anderson County doing a good job here on this possession defensively, man-to-man. And a steal by Kelly. Shelby Kelly races in, legs it up, no good. Emery Bullock follows her, no good. Goes out of bounds off of Addison Grooms. And Cumberland Gap dodges a couple of bullets.
Couple big bullets right there. That's another problem by this Lady Maverick team. No points off turnovers. Another turnover by Kelly. Comes in the passing lane. Bullock goes to Owens. Owens tied up. Jump ball, possession arrow to Cumberland Gap.
Once again, back-to-back steals by Shelby Kelly.
And Coach Bethany Evans is going to call a timeout, and she's going to get it.
We got a timeout on the floor taken by Cumberland Gap. We'll go ahead and take it with them. Your score, 2:54 to play in the third quarter. It's Anderson County 23, Cumberland Gap 22. Welcome back in Cumberland Gap High School. Cumberland Gap basketball. Lady Mavericks lead by 1. 2:50 to play here in the third. Cumberland Gap led by 2 at halftime. Anderson County led by 1 after 1. Shot inside by Middleton, no good. Rebound, Emery Bullock. Bullock now across the timeline. Lots an open Addison Grooms. Thought better of it with Middleton. Kelly now back to Grooms. Grooms, as Middleton falls down, and Grooms knocks down a little jumper. Grooms now with 8, 25-22. AC by 3, their biggest lead since early in the second quarter. Bailey with a shot deflected, looked like by Kelly. And Peters spots up for 3. Abby Peters. Correction, that's a 2. 25-24. Anderson County by 1. Minute 48 to play here in the third quarter. Kelly looking to drive, cut off. Bullock inside to Owens. Draped by Middleton. Kelly shot up over Middleton, no good. Rebounded by Hoskins. Quickly up court come the Lady Panthers of Cumberland Gap. As Shelby Kelly knocks the ball out of bounds. Away from Jayla Bailey. It'll be Cumberland Gap basketball as J.C. Phillips checks in. Also checking in for the Lady Mavericks is Kirsten Campbell. Kelly and Bassford take a seat, get a breather here. Turnover on Cumberland Gap. 5 turnovers here in the quarter, and a turnover by the Lady Mavs. Beeler going to work inside. Draws the foul on Addison Grooms.
Grooms picks up her second foul, team second, and Hayden Beeler at the line for 2 free throws.
Hayden Beeler yet to score here in the third quarter. Free throw, no good. As Beeler, leading scorer for Cumberland Gap tonight. She's 4 of 9 from the free throw line. The senior Beeler second free throw, also no good. A couple, Bullock went down. Also Hoskins looks to be
She took it
down as a collision off that missed free throw.
She took a nasty collision right there on the floor there, John. It's not look.
We'll go ahead and take a break. Be right back as Anderson County leads Cumberland Gap 25-24.
All right, we're back here live. Callie Hoskins at the floor. But it looks like she may be, you may have called it right there, John, with the, maybe I was shoulder pain here.
Yeah, could be. walked off under her own power. It's good to see. Carly Hoskins, senior for Cumberland Gap, Lady Panthers. Hard to tell. Her and Bullock collided off that missed free throw. Under a minute to play here in the third. Lady Mavs lead by 1. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Anderson County. 25-24, Lady Mavericks lead by 1. Trailed by 2 at halftime. Low scoring game here at Cumberland Gap High School. Julia Owens now up top to Bullock. Lady Mavs get it inside. Grooms shot is blocked by Middleton. 5 blocks unofficially for Jenna Middleton. 23 seconds. There's a 3 misfire that time by Hatfield. Cumberland Gap gets their own rebound. 12 seconds. Under 10 seconds to play here in the third. Beeler inside, loses it. And it will stay with Cumberland Gap. .3 seconds to play. Cumberland Gap inbounds under their own basket.
Hatfield gets the inbounds off of Grooms. Still remains Cumberland Gap ball.
4.4 seconds. The player in the third. They're trying to get it to Middleton. Beeler gun a 3. Shot no good. That's in the third quarter. Your score. Anderson County 25. Cumberland Gap 24. Lambeau, your thoughts on the third quarter?
Well, good scoring from Anderson County, but Cumberland Gap still hanging in there with a fight in them, and there's a whole fourth quarter left to go. Anything can still happen.
Yep, Anderson County outscoring Cumberland Gap 8-5 there in the third quarter. Take that 1 point lead. So right now we'll go ahead and take a break. We'll be back for fourth quarter action. You're watching Lady Maverick basketball on Maverick Media. Welcome back into Cumberland Gap High School, home of the Panthers, as Lady Mavericks on the road here tonight. As they lead by 1 point in this District 4 Class AAA matchup, Lambeau.
As mentioned, this is the final game for the Lady Mavericks and the Lady Panthers. As far as district play goes, we'll see how the impending district tournament matchups affect after Thursday, with Union County still yet to play Gibbs coming up on Thursday.
Anderson County basketball start the fourth quarter. Julia Owens and also Kelly Lau Basford for 3. Shot no good off the back iron. No good. Rebound Kelly out to Bullock. Bullock now drives inside. Spots an open Bethany Lau in the corner for 3. It's no good. Rebound Jenna Middleton. Lady Mavericks with 2 3-pointers on the night, coming both by Basford there early in the second quarter. Shots not falling from outside. And Beeler scores inside to give Cumberland Gap the lead once again, 26-25. Here's Lau, tried to drive. Middleton's in there in the middle. He big presence, tall presence in there, already with several blocks in this game.
Yeah, recount the block. You might want to know how many blocks has she had tonight so far, John? Nine blocks or 10?
I think unofficial had 5. Highly unofficial. Julia Owens, another block stuffed by Middleton.
That'll be number 6 if that's the case unofficially.
Probably more than that. And there is Bashford's 3, no good. The rebound, Owens saves it out to Bullock. Bullock open for 3. It's no good. Gilbert Kelly with the rebound. And Coach Mitch Couples wants a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take it with them with 6:03 to play in the game. Cumberland Gap 26, Anderson County 25. Be right back watching AC Lady Mav basketball on the Maverick Media. Welcome back in. Anderson County basketball trailing by 1, under 6 minutes to play in this game. Kelly guns a 3. It's short, no good. Cumberland Gap basketball. Lady Mavericks yet to score here in the 4th quarter. Cumberland Gap only with 2 points. They had a basket by Beeler. Give her team a 1-point lead. 26-25, Cumberland Gap. Pass inside to Beeler, and she scores. Great pass by Jayla Bailey. And Cumberland Gap up by 3, 28-25. 5:25 to play in the game.
Hayden Beeler is coming alive late in this one here, John. You do not want to get a ball in close to her in any way. Anderson County needs to get an open bucket real quickly here.
Beeler with 14 to lead all scores. Gap doing a good job on the perimeter. Lady Mavericks with getting some open looks out there. Just cannot connect. There's Bashford for an open 3. It's no good. Rebound by
Campbell.
The Kelly, her shot drives on Middleton.
She's fouled.
And a foul on Jenna Middleton. Looked like she might have got a piece of that ball. Shelby Kelly goes to the free throw line. First time tonight as she has yet to score in the game. First free throw is no good.
Grooms in for Kirsten Campbell, and I think it's showing that on her face at the free throw line, John, Shelby Kelly missing that free throw. She's desperate for some points on the board tonight.
Anderson County 3 of 5 from the line. Second free throw, Kelly, no good. Rebound, Lau.
Out of bounds. Coming like that ball. Got pressured.
Turnover in the corner. 4:43 to play. Cumberland Gap by 3. Kelly Hoskins checked back in. It's good to see her in for Cumberland Gap after he took a hard fall there earlier. There's Beeler with it. Lady Mavericks trying to ramp up the pressure. Lob inside to Beeler. Too deep. Gets it to Hoskins, and ball's knocked out of bounds. Hit the baseline. Deflected. Stay with Cumberland Gap. 4:15 to play.
That's kind of questionable right there, John. Last time I saw it, it went off the hands of Callie Hoskins, and and the referee still gave possession to Cumberland Gap. But again, can't argue with the referee.
Yep, sort of a late whistle. Lob inside to Beeler, shot no good. AC Bashford rips down the rebound. Jump ball is called.
And again, possession error to Cumberland Gap.
Under 4 minutes to play in the game. Cumberland 5, District 4, Class AAA matchup. Inside shot, Baylor no good. Rebounded by Hatfield. And a whistle.
Out of bounds, Lady Maverick basketball.
Well, Anderson County try to get the ball through the basket once again. Yet to score here in the fourth. Lau, Grooms, up top, Lau shoots a three, in and out, no good. Rebound, Jenna Middleton. And reach in, holding on Lady Mavericks. Shelby Kelly picks up her second, team first. Bethany Lau's three-pointer was down, just came out.
Just unlucky sometimes. And a steal by Lau. And she's fouled by Jayla Bailey.
Yep, picked her pocket there at midcourt for the sophomore. Just talking about Bethany Lau off the airs. Need her to come alive here in the fourth quarter. Been quiet thus far. 3 points. First free throw good by Lau. Bethany Lau, sophomore. Now with 4, it's 28-26. Cumberland Gap leads by 2, 3:19 to play. Bethany hits both free throws.
And the lead's down to 1.
28-27, here comes full court pressure by the Lady Mavs. Coach Cumberland wants to travel, did not get it. Up ahead to Hoskins, inside to Middleton. And good defense there by Addison Grooms. Saved an easy 2 points. Deflecting that pass intended for Middleton out of bounds. 3:08 to play. Cumberland Gap leads by 1. Trying to get it inside. And they do, and the foul's on the floor. I think they got Shelby Kelly.
Third foul for Kelly. Lady Mavericks a little bit desperate here in the late going here. Trying to force any turnover they can. Middleton scoring open. 30-27, Cumberland Gap by 3.
Cumberland Gap keeps pounding it inside with Middleton and Beeler. 30-27, 2:45 to play. Cumberland Gap leads by 3. Kelly will drive, shot off the glass, it goes.
Shelby Kelly gets the bucket to go, and it's a 1-point lead. And Cumberland Gap going to call full timeout.
Timeout, your score. Cumberland Gap 30, Panthers County 29, 2:29 to play. Be right back. You're watching AC Lady Maverick basketball.
We're back here live at Cumberland Gap High School. 2:29 left to go in regulation. Cumberland Gap leading 30-29 over Anderson County. Quick timeout called after the last shot was made by Shelby Kelly. Gets her first points on the night, and the Lady Mavericks are within one. They need to stop here and force a turnover. They do. It's Addison Grooves. Pass deflected off of Beeler. It still remains Lady Maverick basketball. 2:20 left to go.
Lady Mavericks forced the turnover. They'll have the ball, the chance to go ahead. 2:20 to play. Bullock going up against Middleton, backs out of it. Needs help, gets it up top now to Lau. Lau gets past Hoskins, drives on Middleton and blocked. Another blocked shot.
Another block by Middleton.
Cannot challenge her. Beeler now. Peters for three. Rims out, no good. And Beeler with the offensive rebound. She's going to be fouled. They have gotten Bassford. Oh, it's Shelby Kelly. Shelby Kelly's fourth. Team third, and Hayden Beeler, the senior, will go to the free throw line. She is currently 4 out of 10 from the charity stripe. 2 big free throws. First, no good. Hayden Beeler really struggling from the line.
She's struggling, and it's a bad time, in my opinion, for her to go cold at the line. Any mistake, any free throw missed down the stretch can hurt your team. Beeler, second free throw, gets that one to go. 31-29, Cumberland Gap.
The Mavs down by 2. Shelby Kelly shot blocked by Beeler. Middleton also in there. Foul is going to be whistled on Middleton.
Second foul for Middleton, team third. Kelly for 2 free throws, hopefully to tie the game.
The senior, first free throw short. She's 1 of 3 from the line. Had a great drive to the basket earlier. Second free throw also no good. Ball goes out of bounds. So it hit the sideline. So it'll be Anderson County basketball. They got a break there.
Another break, another opportunity. Can they capitalize though?
Cumberland Gap, man-to-man defense. Bullock loses the ball. And Coach Couples alertly calls timeout. Bullock sort of stumbled a little bit, tripped, went down, almost lost the ball, but Coach Couples calls a timeout. I'm not sure if it was a 30 or a full timeout.
30-second timeout.
So we'll just keep it right here. Minute 31 to play in the game. Cumberland Gap 31, Anderson County 29. And Lambeau, what's Coach Couples going to dial up right here?
Well, you got to get it up. You got to get a bucket here before, and don't force another turnover, in my opinion. Because if Anderson County forced another turnover and Cumberland Gap gets another bucket, I feel like that could be it right there. So Anderson County need to be careful of how they need to protect the ball and get a shot off quick.
You look for them to go to Bassford?
Possibly. They haven't gone to Bassford all sit throughout the quarter here. I think they need to go to her.
There's Bullock now. Bassford come off the screen. They go opposite way to Kelly. Kelly now on the baseline. Looks for Macy. Gets it to her. To Bullock back up top to Lau. Right side, Grooms. Kelly up top. She will drive, reach in, steal by Peters. Great hands by Peters. As Bullock tried to tie Bailey up, could not. And Beeler across the timeline, 1 minute to play. Cumberland Gap by 2 with the ball. Hoskins into Beeler, shot off the glass is good. Hayden Beeler, he's got 8 points in the quarter, Cumberland Gap leads by 4, 45 seconds to go. Lady Mavericks desperately need a basket on this possession. And Coach Couples wants another timeout. With timeout on the floor, your score is Cumberland Gap 33, Anderson County 29. 36 seconds to play. We'll be right back watching Lady Maverick basketball on the Maverick Media. All right, welcome back in. Anderson County basketball down by 4, 36 seconds to play. Need a bucket. Kelly gets it to Lau on the left corner, 3, no good. Rebound, Beeler. And Beeler is fouled. And that's the 4th team foul, so will not be a shooting foul.
Next one will.
So 23 seconds to play. Bethany Lau had a good look there in the left corner. Shot would not go down. And Cumberland Gap will have the basketball side front court. 4-point lead for the Lady Panthers. Trying to knock off the Lady Mavericks. Anderson County currently the number 3 seed in the district. Loss here tonight could possibly knock them down to 4th. And there's a quick foul by Bullock. Quickly reaching in to foul Jayla Bailey. 20 seconds to play. Time running out.
Time running out. Need these free throws to be missed here if Anderson County going to have any shot of trying to win this game here. First free throw is good.
Yeah, it's still a 2-possession game, whether she makes this free throw or not. Second free throw is no good. Rebound, Grooms. Lady Mavericks going to have to hustle. There's Bullock. The drive. Loses the ball. Grooms with it. Shot is up. No good. Rebound. Beeler to Bailey. 5 seconds. And Bailey's going to be fouled by Bethany Lau.
That's Lau's 4th.
4.8 seconds to play, and Cumberland Gap's going to come away with a victory over the Lady Mavericks.
And that'll put the Lady Mavericks below the 500 mark once again, as Bailey missed the first free throw. She'll have another.
Lady Mavericks, another not a good offensive performance. Bailey hits the second. 6-point lead. It's all over as Lau drives, the buzzer sounds, and that's the ball game, folks. Your final score: Cumberland Gap Lady Panthers 35, Anderson County Lady Mavericks 29. And Brandon, another disappointing loss for the Lady Mavericks here tonight on the road.
Another disappointing loss and another failed opportunity to capitalize on points.
Yeah, once again, only 29 points scored, so We talked about that before the game. Lady Mavericks having trouble scoring, and their shooting woes continue here tonight. So right now, we'll go ahead and take a break and figure out the numbers. Telling you once again the final score: Cumberland Gap 35, Anderson County 29. welcome back into Cumberland Gap High School as the Lady Panthers have knocked off Anderson County Lady Mavericks here tonight, 35-29. Anderson County led by 1 at the end of the first quarter, trailed by 2 at halftime. Went into the fourth quarter with a 1-point lead that was held to 4 points. Cumberland Gap scored 11. Go ahead and win by 6 points, 35-29. I believe that's the biggest margin for Cumberland Gap on the night. Anderson County's biggest lead was 7 at 15-8. So, however, Lady Panthers come back to win this game and gain the season split with the Lady Mavericks. Anderson County won back on December 13th. Anderson County now 12-13 overall, 5-5 in district play. Cumberland Gap improves to 10-13 overall, 4-6 in district play. And right now, Brandon Lambert's got the scoring tonight for both teams.
That I do, John, for the Lady Mavericks. Led in scoring tonight by Macy Bassford with 12 points on 2 threes. Scored points in 3 quarters. No points in the fourth, however. Addison Grooms with 8 points, a perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Bethany Lau with 4 points, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Shelby Kelly with 3 points, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Julia Owens with 2 points. Kirsten Campbell, J.C. Phillips, Emery Bullock did not score. Anderson County 5 of 10 from the free throw line, 2 threes in the contest. For Cumberland Gap, led in scoring tonight by Hayden Beeler with 18 points, 6 of 13 from the free throw line. Jenna Middleton with 11 points, 1 of 4 from the free throw line, 8 blocks in the contest. That was the key, in my opinion, for Cumberland Gap's victory.
Certainly was. Middleton a force inside.
Then you have Audrey Turpin with 3 points, 1 3-pointer coming in the second quarter. Jayla Bailey and Abby Peters with 2 points. Kelly Hatfield, Callie Hoskins, and Ashlyn Roberts were on the floor. They did not score here tonight. Cumberland Gap 9 of 21 from the free throw line. Of course, mentioned 1 3-pointer coming from Audrey Turpin in the second quarter.
21 free throw shot by Cumberland Gap, only made 9. Anderson County only 10 free throws shot in the game, 6 of those coming in the fourth quarter. So Cumberland Gap with the advantage inside. All night long they looked to pound it inside with Beeler and Middleton, and they were able to draw fouls and get to the charity stripe. But Brandon, Anderson County now 5-5 in district play as the district season is over. Going to tournament next week. Right now, Lady Mavericks in a battle with Union County. Looks to be for that third place as Union County, the 4-5 district record. They will play Gibbs on Thursday night. Gibbs has yet to win a district game, so looking at it that way, you would think AC and Union County will probably be tied, and not sure the tiebreaker on that.
Yeah, it would be, I'm not sure what the tiebreaker is, but if it were to be, both teams were to split early with wins early this year. Keep that in mind, John. So a lot is at stake come Thursday night.
Could be first tiebreaker, I think, on that part would be maybe Anderson County's win over Scott. You know how you do top down. I know Anderson County got that win over Scott. Union, however, does not. So I think that will probably give Anderson County that third seed by virtue of that win over Scott. But we'll have to see how it all plays out. But that'd be very key, though. Third or fourth seed, we're still going to have a tough semifinal matchup with either Scott or
Clinton. Yeah, either Scott or Clinton. It's going to be looking at like a tough matchup.
And also, you don't want to really look that far ahead, because if you get the 4 seed, you'd have to probably play Cumberland Gap and have, just lose to them tonight. So it's no given right there. And it'd be better to finish in third where you draw the last place Gibbs.
And bottom line, in these district tournament quarterfinals, it's pretty much win or go home, basically. Lady Mavericks win their quarterfinal. They get a region tournament bye. They lose, and their season comes to an early end.
All right. Let's turn our attention to the boys' game coming up here in about 5 minutes. Anderson County Mavericks coming in with a record of 16-9, 8-1 in the district. Had their 9-game winning streak snapped by the Clinton Dragons on Friday night at home, a game where Anderson County could have clinched the district regular season title for the second straight year. However, they were knocked off by the Clinton Dragons, so the Clinton Dragons now sit on top of first place with a 9-1 overall regular district play as they are finished. So Anderson County needs a win here tonight over Cumberland Gap to finish as co-champions, and it's a game coming in. Anderson County is really heavily favored coming in this game. Cumberland Gap comes in here, they're 0-9 in district play. Anderson County won 82-39 at home back on December the 13th, so you would think the Mavericks could come in here and take care of business.
I think they could. They can take care of business here tonight with these Cumberland Gap Panthers. You mentioned, John, Cumberland Gap still yet to get a win in district play. This is their last chance to do so. District tournament, as mentioned, coming up next week at Union County High School. So right now, Anderson County, all they need to do is win tonight, and they can at least clinch a share of that regular season title with Clinton.
Cumberland Gap, as I mentioned, in last place in the district, a record of 0-9. However, they are 14-13 overall, and they've won 4 in a row. They won last night over Washburn. So the Panthers are playing their best basketball of the season right here come tournament time. So the Mavericks can't come in here overlooking Cumberland Gap, or they'll find themselves not getting a share of first place. So,
and it would mean Clinton will be the outright champs.
So we got about under 3 minutes to go. We'll go ahead and take a little break and be back for the starting lineups that you're watching Anderson County Maverick basketball.
We're back here live at Cumberland Gap High School. It's time to meet the starting 5 for both squads. We go first to meet the Anderson County Mavericks. Coming in tonight's game with a record of 14 and with 16-9. 8-1 in district play. Ethan Nelson, the senior. Cam Lawson, the sophomore. Trent Strickland, one of the seniors on this squad. Hayden Craig, also another senior, number 11. And Brandon Date, number 15, one of the other seniors. Head coach for the Mavericks, Jordan Jeppers. His third season at Anderson County, assisted by Jordan Shipley and Tony Lambert. And now the starting lineup for the Cumberland Gap Panthers. Sophomore number 0, Neil Bunch. Number 1 is Gabriel Daniels. Sophomore number 10 is Brady Harris. Number 24, sophomore, is Gavin Barton. And junior number 32, Colton Goins. Head coach for Cumberland Gap is Matt Horton. He's assisted by Kent Hatmaker.
So Gabriel Daniels, do not have him on our rosters. Did not play in the first meeting, so we'll pencil him in. Gabriel Daniels for Cumberland Gap. So we're getting ready to tip it off here as Hayden Craig will jump it off against Brady Harris.
And it looks like they may do the tip-off all over again here, John. Early jump for both centermen.
We'll try it again. Mavericks control the tap with Trent Strickland. It'll be interesting to see how the Mavericks come out here tonight off that loss to Clinton. I'm sure they'll be focused and ready to go here, as Coach Jeffers always likes them to play with high energy. Here's Dake getting to the basket and missing. Craig kept it alive. Kicks it out to Dake for 3. It's good.
Brandon Dake with the opening bucket and three-pointer on the wing. And it's 3-0 Mavericks.
Mavericks won 82-39 back in December. Big margin of victory against these Panthers who have yet to win in district play. And a steal by Hayden Craig. Here comes Craig. Drives in off the glass and scores.
Gets that one to go. 5-0 Mavericks. And already Matt Horton has seen enough. He's going to call timeout.
5-0. Anderson County leads. Going to be a 30-second. We'll just keep it right here as the Mavericks trying to get back in the winning column. They had a 9-game winning streak before that loss to Clinton on Friday night. Looking to come in here tonight to make quick work of the Panthers.
Trying to make quick work of the Panthers, get themselves that share of the regular season title to boot.
Brandon, you got some news about the next game coming up.
Yes, as we've mentioned during the girls' game, the Anderson County South Door game, there was a camp that was postponed due to the oncoming snow that we had at the beginning of January. It has now been rescheduled for this coming Thursday night, the 13th, at the AC Corral.
So basket inside by Colton Goins. Cumberland Gap's on the board. It's 5-2. Strickland now to Lawson up top to Dake. No hesitation. His 3 off the back iron, no good. Rebound Strickland. Lawson now in the paint, spinning, kicks it out to Strickland inside to Dake. Dake going up against Harris, shot no good. Rebounded once again by Goins. Number 1 with it, Gabriel Daniels, the point guard. Today to Brady Harris. Brady Harris, the big gun for these Panthers. It's 5-4. Nelson for 3. No good, goes out of bounds. Cumberland Gap basketball. $5:53 to play in the first quarter. Mavericks On top here at Cumberland Gap, 5-4 on a rainy night. And a steal by Hayden Craig. He goes up and throws it down.
Don't do that now. I think Cumberland Gap got their lesson the last time the Mavericks were here. Hayden Craig was slamming twice all over the place last time the Mavericks were here.
Certainly did. He picked his pocket that time for an easy dunk. Shot no good by Daniels. Dake comes out of there with it. Right corner, Nelson for three. No good, and Brandon Dake flying in for the putback. It would not go. Colton Goins, three's no good. Rebound, Trent Strickland. Here comes the streak. He lays it up and in.
Nope, goaltending.
It's offensive goaltending, looks like, but Craig did not touch the basketball. I don't know. His hands were over the rim, but he did not touch the ball. I don't know exactly the ruling on that. Thought you had to interfere with it, but apparently the officials thought he did. So wipe off the Strickland's basket. Mavericks lead by 3, 7-4. Rebound.
Nelson.
Here comes Nelson. Right corner, Lawson three. No good, high rebound. To Harris, stolen by Dake. And he's battling inside. Number 24, Gavin Barton. A tie ball. It will go to
Cumberland Gap.
2-2-1 full court press now by the Mavericks. Cumberland Gap been playing good basketball of late. They've won 4 in a row. 14-13 overall, won last night at Washburn. Three by Goins, no good. Rebound, Hayden Craig. Craig now drives in and lays it up and in.
Got that one to fall. 9-4 off of Craig's bucket.
He's got 6. What an athlete Hayden Craig is. Makes it look effortlessly. And there's Brady Harris scoring.
Brady Harris too quick to the rim. Anderson County needs to get some bodies on him.
He's a good-looking athlete. He's got 4. It's 9-6 AC. Strickland, acrobatic shot, no good. Gets his own rebound. To Lawson. Lawson, right wing, Nelson. Drives the baseline, puts it up the left hand, no good, gets it back. So 2 offensive rebounds for the Mavericks. Craig drives, shot up, no good, and a whistle. And they got the first foul of the game.
Kind of questionable call there for the whistle. A little bit late after the shot, but again, can't argue the call.
Hayden Craig goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. He had 13 points in the first meeting against the Panthers. Craig's first free throw is no good. Mavericks had 14 three-pointers in that win over Cumberland Gap.
Yeah, they were shooting the lights out from outside the exterior.
They're one of their better shooting performances that night. Back on December 13th, Craig misses both free throws. Here comes the Panthers spinning with the basketball, number 11. It was Clausen had it stolen, and Dake misses a layup. Pass intended for Harris, stolen by Hayden Craig. Here comes the Flying Dutchman. Bounce pass to Hayden Craig for 2.
Brandon Dake with the bucket to go on the assist from Craig. It's 11-4, and they left Harris wide open to the bucket. He'll score. That was the problem when they played against Clinton last night. The Dragons were too fast to the bucket that time. Harris was quick to the bucket.
2:30 to play first quarter. Nelson, with that footwork, gets around his defender and scores.
A little fancy footwork there from Ethan Nelson, gets the bucket to go. 5-point lead.
13-8 AC. 2:15 to play here in the first. And Brady Harris scores inside. He's got 8. Cumberland Gap's got 10. They trail by 3. Brandon Dake now shot no good. Rebound. Harris loses it. Brandon Dake for an easy 2.
Easy 2 from Dake. Coach Jordan Jeffers going to call a 30-second timeout.
We'll go ahead and take it with them. Minute 48 to play here in the first. Anderson County 15. Cumberland Gap 10.
Welcome back inside Cumberland Gap High School. The Mavericks lead 15-10 over the Cumberland Gap Panthers. And 10 being the magic number for Cumberland Gap, and Brady Harris scoring the most points on the night for Cumberland Gap so far. As pass deflected by Craig, still remains Cumberland Gap ball. Inbounds pass goes to Gabriel Daniels. Goins fires a 3. Air balls and no good. Clausen for the rebound. And Colton Goins gets another bucket to go. 15-12, Anderson County.
Cumberland Gap's are not going to follow the script. 15-12, Mavericks. Craig shot no good. Rebound Harris. Minute 10 to play. Panthers can tie with a 3. Looking inside, that's Goins up top now to Harris. Harris drives, turnaround jumper will not go if Judson airs into the game. Also, Dylan Hopper as well. He wears number 12. Bounce pass to Hopper from Nelson. Shot no good. Judson airs with a rebound. And Nelson's pass is stolen and a whistle. And a foul. Fouls on the Mavericks.
Dylan Hopper.
That's Landry Sharp, number 14, a freshman. 6-foot freshman checks in for Anderson County. And a whistle right here below the
Cumberland Gap student section. I think the ball went out of bounds, and it still remains Gap basketball.
Couldn't see what happened there, but it'll stay with the Panthers. Gabriel Daniels, the point guard, did not see him in the first meeting. And he's going to be fouled.
Dylan Hopper picking up his second foul of the game.
And Justin Bunch jumps right up off the bench. Take his place, and a 3 by Goins ties the game. 15-15, 18 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
You're right, John. Cumberland Gap not following not going to follow the script. It looks like here tonight.
Nope. Anderson County hoping to make quick work of these Panthers, but they're not going along with it as Nelson shot no good. As the buzzer sounds, that's the end of the first quarter with your score. We're all tied up at 15. Cumberland Gap and Anderson County. And Lambeau, your thoughts on the first quarter?
As we mentioned, Cumberland Gap not following the script of what Anderson County had planned for tonight. Want to make quick, easy work of these Cumberland Gap Panthers, but at the end of the first, it's all even.
Okay, we'll go ahead and take a break. Be back for the second quarter. You're watching AC Basketball on the Maverick Media. Welcome back in. My name's John Sleepy Williams, joined by Brandon Lambert. Also Daniel Collins pushing all the buttons, making it go for everyone out there watching in Maverick land. Appreciate everyone tuning in here tonight as the Mavericks and Cumberland Gap Panthers tied at 15-15. Anderson County coming in half game behind Clinton in district standings, while Cumberland Gap looking for their first district win of the season, playing the Mavericks to a tie there in that first quarter. The Mavericks run a little weave up top, and good job offensively as Judson Ayers came open for an easy two.
And nice feed also from Cam Lawson to get it to Juddy Ayers, and the Mavericks have broken the tie.
Mavericks back on top. They have yet to trail. We've been tied. Shot by Goins, no good. A rebound, Ayers. Ayers to Nelson. Diagonal pass over to Sharp. Back up top now to Cam Lawson. Cam had 22 points in that first meeting against Cumberland Gap. Judson Ayers now to the Sharp. As the Mavericks being patient offensively. Here's Justin Bunch with it, and offensive foul away from the basketball, Ethan Nelson. So Nelson will check out, going to be replaced by senior Gavin Higgs. He wears number 0. Also Trent Strickland back into the Maverick lineup, replacing Cam Lawson. Here's Neil Bunch with it. Inside to Clausen. Goins for 3 in the corner, no good.
Rebound Higgs.
So Coach Jeffers going to the bench early here tonight.
Making use of the bench here tonight. Emptying that out real quickly.
Mavericks coming up. 2 more games this week. Judson Ayers, top of the key, 3, no good. Rebound, Brady Harris. Mavericks will be back in action on Thursday night at the AC Corral against the South Dole Cherokees as they welcome back in former Maverick James Jones, who's head coach of South Dole, and a charging foul on Brady Harris. And also on Friday night, Northview Academy will pay a visit to the AC Corral. Northview's a team that beat Anderson County by about 18 points on the boys' side back in that meeting at Northview.
And don't forget also, it's senior that night. That game is also going to be senior night for the Mavericks.
Also, yeah, special night always. As Trent Strickland scores, this one counts. He's got his first bucket. Mavericks by 4. 2-pointer by Clausen, no good. Rebound, Trent Strickland. Pass to Bunch. Bunch kicks it back out to Higgs. Higgs spots an opening, drives, gets it to Dake. He's blocked by Harris. Going to stay with the Mavericks as Gabriel Daniels checks in for Brady Harris. 5:06 to play here in the second quarter. Anderson County 19, Cumberland Gap 15. Brandon Dake for 3, no good. Rebound Goins.
Goins with the rebound goes to Gabe Daniels. Daniels going to Neil Bunch. Bunch goes to Goins. Cumberland Gap working around the exterior, trying to get some open legs and open drive as shot up, no good. Rebound by Strickland. Goes to Bunch at the 3-on-none fast break. Dake nearly turns it over. Goes to Craig. Craig thought about a 3. Thinks better of it. Goes to Higgs. He'll fire the 3. That's no good. Rebound. Rebound by Gabe Daniels.
4:15 to play here in the second quarter. 19-15, low scoring second quarter.
And a foul on the play. Hayden Craig with his first foul, team second.
At the line, shooting 2 number 24, Gavin Barton.
And Gavin Barton, the sophomore. 2 free throws coming up. First free throw, off front iron, no good.
It's the first free throw of the night for Cumberland Gap. Fouls have been limited. And Barton gets 1 of 2. His third first points of the second quarter. 19-16, Mavericks by 3. Dake, top of the key for 3. It's good.
Brandon Dake with the 3 from the top of the key. 22-16, Mavericks.
He's in double figures now with 10. Mavericks. And turnaround jumper.
It's Gabe Daniels with the bucket.
.35 to play here at Cumberland Gap High School, second quarter. Nelson's 3, no good. Colton Goins tracks down the rebound. Bounce pass to Barton, cannot handle it, goes out of bounds. Big Anderson County basketball.
Dylan Hopper re-enters the game for Gavin Higgs.
Been a pretty good game thus far, Brandon. Not a lot of points scored really, but both teams, not many turnovers. You know, it's been a pretty
Low-scoring contest.
well, a clean game.
Nelson for 3. That's no good. Rebound, Dake. Dake goes under the bucket. He'll score.
Up and under. Mavericks back up by 6. That matches their biggest lead. Coach Jeffers trying to get his team some energy. Harris to the bucket. He scores. Brady Harris got 10. He's just a sophomore. He's a good player. Ethan Nelson drives inside, gets around Barton for 2.
Nice move by Ethan Nelson. 26-20. Anderson AC.
Goins, no good. Rebound, Hopper. Quick pass up to Dake. Lost it, gets it back, misses. Rebound, Goins. Up and down action. Brady Harris drives in on Craig. Shot up, no good. Rebound battle for controlled by Hayden Craig.
Craig to an open Lawson. Lawson goes up, no good. Rebound, Dake for the cleanup. He's fouled. 2 free throws coming up for the senior.
26-20. Mavericks by 6, minute 47 to play in the second quarter. Daniels' first foul, team second. Dake's first free throw is good. Dake's got 13. He had 27 points to lead Anderson County in the earlier victory this year over Cumberland Gap. Knocks down both free throws. He's got 14, 7 in each quarter. Cumberland Gap breaks the press. Harris, pull up jumper. No good. Rebound, Brandon Dake. Here comes the senior. The locomotive takes it in and scores.
Now the Mavericks finally having their mojo running. Brandon Dake with that bucket to go. 30-20, 10-point lead. Had a foul. Ethan Nelson picking up his second foul. Mavericks' third foul. And Gavin Higgs re-enters the game for Nelson.
Minute 28 to play here before halftime. 30-20. Mavericks lead Cumberland Gap by 10. Mavericks the win here tonight. Finish as co-champions. A share of the district title. Ball knocked out of bounds. It will be Anderson County basketball.
And Coach Van Horn going to call a 30-second timeout.
We'll go ahead and take it with him. We'll be right back watching AC basketball on the Maverick Media. Thank you, Daniel Collins, for bringing us back in here tonight at Cumberland Gap High School. Tybo Murphy not able to be with us here tonight. Hopefully he'll be back on Thursday night as Cam Lawson shoots a three. Come up a little short on that.
Lawson with an air ball on that three. That's not like the Cam Lawson we're used to seeing here tonight, John.
30-20, under a minute to play. Mavericks lead by 10 here in the second quarter. Bunch with it, guarded by Higgs. Hits it over to Harris now, picked up by Hopper. Brady Harris now spinning. Hopper, good defense. Rebound, Dylan Hopper. Dylan Hopper now will bring it past the timeline. 35 seconds to play. The Mavericks try to go up by 12 or 13. Hopper now, Dake for three, left wing, swish.
Nothing but net. Brandon Dake.
Dake now. 18 points here at halftime. Steal by Lawson. And the buzzer sounds before he could get it off. And that's going to be the end of the second quarter with your score. Anderson County 33, Cumberland Gap 20. And Lambeau, Mavericks finished strong there to end the second quarter.
They finished strong in that second quarter, and the Mavericks up by 13 as they go into the locker room. They've got to be feeling proud of themselves after that strong second quarter.
Yeah, they were tied up after one. Now outscored Cumberland Gap 18-5. They're in the second quarter, take a 13-point lead into the locker room. So right now we're going to take a little break and tally up the numbers. And we ride back. You're watching Anderson County Maverick basketball on the Maverick Media. Welcome back into Cumberland Gap High School Gymnasium as Anderson County leads Cumberland Gap here at halftime by a score of 33-20. The Mavericks outscoring Cumberland Gap 18-5 there in the second quarter. After the first quarter was deadlock at 15, so the Mavericks 13-point lead, Lambeau, and you got the scoring for both teams.
That I do. For the Mavericks, led in scoring by Brandon Dake with 19 points. 3 threes so far in the game. Perfect 2 of 2 for the free throw line. Then you have Hayden Craig with 6 points. 0 of 2 for the free throw line. Ethan Nelson with 4 points. Judson Ayers and Trent Strickland both with 2 points. Gavin Higgs, Cam Lawson, Justin Bunch. Excuse me. Justin Bunch, Dylan Hopper, and Landry Sharp on the floor, not yet scored. Mavericks 2 of 4 for the free throw line with 3 threes in the game. For Cumberland Gap, led in scoring by Brady Harris with 10 points. Colton Goins with 7 points. Then you have Gabriel Daniels with 2 points. Gavin Martin with 1 point, 1 of 2 for the free throw line. Cumberland Gap 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 3-pointer in the game. That coming off for Colton Goins in the first quarter.
So Brandon Dake leading the Mavericks here at halftime with 19 points, coming in averaging right around 20 points a game. The Mavericks only had 3 players score in that first quarter. It's mainly Dake and Craig. But there in the second quarter, you saw some other players get into the scoring column. Judson Ayers, Trent Strickland. Cam Lawson, though, as you mentioned, yet to score here tonight, and he had 22 points to lead Anderson County in that earlier meeting with Cumberland Gap. However, Cam Lawson has got a few assists and some rebounds, so he does more than just score. But the Mavericks, more importantly, on top here at halftime. 13 points, 45 seconds to go before the third quarter starts.
A lot can happen here in the third and fourth quarters here, John. We get ready to go here with Cumberland Gap having possession of the ball to start the third.
Earlier tonight, Cumberland Gap Lady Panthers knocked off the Lady Mavericks 35-29. So the Mavericks, up to them to get a split. They're up by 13 against a scrappy Cumberland Gap squad. Comes in here looking for their first district win of the season. Pass stolen by Craig. Let's begin the third. A little Euro step shot, no good. Lawson, the rebound, goes up the glass and scores.
Cam Lawson gets that bucket to go off the missed Euro step from Craig. Lawson shot, gets the steal, blocked by Brady Harris. Still remains Maverick basketball.
So Cam Lawson gets rid of that goose egg. He's on the board. 35-20, inbounds. Nelson, 3. It's good.
Ethan Nelson gets the 3-pointer to go. 38-20 Mavericks.
Ethan Nelson's got 7. A steal by Nelson. Gets it to Dake. And he's fouled.
2 free throws coming up for Nelson.
The Mavericks picking it up here. And a timeout by Cumberland Gap, 32nd. Start the third quarter. And also right now we'd like to congratulate the North Senators Middle School as they made it to the Elite Eight. They lost last night, unfortunately, to Vine Middle School. Chance to go to the state tournament. You know, North ended up 21-5 overall, won their district, won their tournament, and then defeated a couple of teams along the way to get to the championship last night.
Yeah, it was a big accomplishment for that team, and Coach Brent Ellis in his first year coaching middle school ball. Dake with the first free throw, good. But yeah, a lot to look forward to with this Senator squad, especially with the 8th graders that are going to be coming in next year for the Mavericks. I think they're going to be big keys down the line here.
Certainly will. As Dayton hits both free throws. And a steal by Nelson. Goes in and lays it in.
Nelson with the pickpocket steal, 42-20, Anderson County. It looks like we're back to that old script game, John.
Another steal by Strickland. And Strickland lays it in. And timeout on the board.
Coming the gap. Full timeout.
We'll go ahead and take it with them. Your score, Anderson County 44, Cumberland Gap 20.
We're back here at Cumberland Gap High School. The Mavericks leading 44-20 over the Cumberland Gap Panthers. Neil Bunch for the inbounds. And it goes to Gavin Barton. Back to Bunch.
2-2-1. Full court press. Mavericks coming up. 3 straight turnovers for that last timeout.
Strickland nearly got the ball to his team, but unfortunately, referee said he stepped on the baseline, and Cumberland Gap keeps possession alive. And again, another steal, but another chance of the turnover, out of bounds. Cumberland Gap ball.
Mavericks have outscored Cumberland Gap 11-0 here in the third quarter. Move out to that 24-point lead. Ball goes out of bounds again. The game was tied 15-15 after the first quarter. Mavericks went in the locker room up by 13. Have taken control of this game. 6:20 to play. Bunch for 3, no good. Rebound, Nelson. Dake's open. Nelson drives. Reach in, hold on the floor. I believe that was Barton.
Second foul for Barton. Team second in the third.
6:12 to play here in the third. Nelson looks to drive, kicks corner of Strickland for 3, no good. Rebound, Bunch. That's Neil Bunch. Cumberland Gap looking to score in the third quarter, get their first bucket, and a whistle. Foul, I believe, on the floor.
Ethan Nelson with his third foul, team's first in the third quarter.
Keaton Clausen checks in for Cumberland Gap, and Brady Harris scores Cumberland Gap's first points of the third quarter, 5:40 to play. Clausen open for 3, no good. Dake with the rebound, powers his way up. Good defense by Barton.
Count it.
Dake gets it to go.
And one coming for the senior, Brandon Dake. Gavin Barton picks up his third foul. And Cumberland Gap gets their third foul. Dake. misses the and one.
46-22, Anderson County. Brady Harris with it. Working on Lawson, shot no good. And that's Gavin Barton with the putback. And he draws the foul. That's Barton's first field goal. He's got 3 points. Foul's on Dake. Strickson. Free throw good. Foul was on Craig as Barton gets the 3-point play. (46-25) AC. 5:05 play in third quarter. Strickland to Dake, thought about it. Sets it back up top with Ethan Nelson. Nelson, Strickland in the corner for 3. It's good.
Trent Strickland with the 3. And it's 49-25 and a steal by Lawson. Craig's going to get a 3. He gets that one to go. Hayden Craig.
Back-to-back threes. The Mavericks pressing Harris with it now. Gets to the basket, misses. Rebound battle for controlled by Brady Harris. And he goes up and banks one in off the glass. He's got 14 to lead Cumberland Gap. And Trick Strickland knocking down that 3. We've seen him shoot a couple of those here tonight. We haven't really seen him shoot a whole lot this season.
No, we don't. We haven't. Normally, we see him as a pickpocket player, steals, and he'll go to the bucket, he'll score. Trent Strickland on a roll.
He's come alive. He's got 9 points, 7 of those here in the third quarter. I'm sure Coach Jeffers he's glad to see Strickland score. You know, it'd be great to get some more scoring out of the senior.
It'd be great to get him scoring more with more opportunities. Of course, a tri-sport athlete, triple sport athlete, we like to call it, with football, basketball, and of course he'll be starting his senior season in baseball in about a few weeks here.
Certainly will. He's a terrific athlete. All-state in football and all-state in baseball as well, as Clausen scores inside. 51-29, Mavericks by 22. 3:25 to play here in the third. Strickland gets it. The bunch is checked in. To Hopper also is checked in. To Lawson. Cam Lawson, fall away jumper is good.
Nice fall away from Cam Lawson. It's 53-29.
He's got 4 all here in the third quarter. Quickly come the Panthers. Colton Goins, 3, short, no good. Brady Harris there to follow up, and he draws the foul. Brady Harris now with 16 points.
Strickland with the foul, his first foul, team's third.
He'll get a breather replaced by number 0, Gavin Higgs.
Harris with the N1 to go. 53-32.
3 minutes to play here in the third. Mavericks by 21. Right corner, Justin Bunch, 3, no good. Rebound, Dylan Hopper. Caromed off the glass, just perfect. Hopper has his first basket. And Harris drives, and he's fouled. Fouls on Judson. No. Foul Justin Bunch. The junior gets his first foul. Team 4, both teams with 4 fouls. Both teams in the bonus from here on out here in the third quarter as Harris free throw rims out. Mavericks started this third quarter on an 11-0 run. Turn a 13-point lead into 24. And it's hovered pretty much around that mark since. 22 now, make that 24 as Lawson scores inside. 24. 2:24 to play here in the third. As Coach Jeffers subs in 3 of his senior starters, Ethan Nelson, Aiden Craig, and Brandon Dake. Deep 3 by Goins is good.
That was deep. 57-36. Cumberland Gap with a big 3 deep by Colton Goins.
Second 3 for Goins. Dake, little pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound Goins. Nice outlet pass up to Clausen. He misses.
Bonnie by Brady Harris with the cleanup.
Harris there to hustling down, get the offensive rebound. He draws another foul.
Dylan Hopper with his 3rd foul, and the Mavericks in the 5-foul limit. Hopper is out, Strickland in.
Brady Harris, sophomore, Cumberland Gap has 3-point play. That's back-to-back 3-point plays. He's got 11 points here in the quarter, 21 overall. Brenton Strickland gets to the basket and scores. Strickland now with 11. Has to be a season high for the senior. Harris inside, no good. Rebound, Strickland. His pass intercepted by Goins, gets us to Harris. He lays it in with the left hand. Brady Harris having quite a quarter himself.
Take 3, no good. Rebound, gets it back, and he scores.
Brandon Dake now with 25 points. Mavericks lead by 20. Minute 5 to play here in the third quarter. 61-41. Mavericks won 82-39 back on December the 13th. Pull up by Colton Goins, no good. And a foul. It'll be a 2-shot foul.
We got a foul on Craig, that's his 3rd.
Hayden Craig picks up his 3rd foul. Mavericks over the foul limit. 2-shot foul coming up. Goins missed the first free throw. Landry Sharp enters the game. He'll enter for Gavin Higgs.
The score of interest from Lexington, Kentucky 50, Tennessee 47. Vols trailed by 7 at halftime. Second free throw good for Goins. He's got 11 and a whistle. Not sure what the stoppage is for. Do you know, Lambo?
No idea.
Well, the officials, they know what happened, so. Enters County basketball. Here is Craig to Nelson. Nelson drives, shot, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Go to Cumberland Gap. 28.5 seconds to play here in the third. Mavericks by 19. Inbounds to Daniels. Nice bounce pass to Clausen for 2. 17-point game. 15 seconds to play here in the third. Dake. Craig drives inside, and a whistle.
He's fouled.
I think they got Daniels. Nope.
Colton Goins.
Craig will shoot 2. 9.9 seconds to go here in the third. Craig's got 9 points. Correction. Yes, he has 9 points. This is the free throw. Rebound, Goins, 5 seconds. Cross court to Bunch. Guns a 3. No good. That's the end of the third quarter with your score. Anderson County 61. Cumberland Gap 44. And Lambeau, your thoughts on the third quarter?
Well, the Mavericks got off to a rolling start in the third quarter to begin with, but Cumberland Gap making buckets late in the going. They're still within this striking distance here, John. A lot can happen here in the fourth quarter, as I mentioned before.
It was a high-scoring third quarter. Anderson County outscoring Cumberland Gap 28-24. So good up and down action. Right now we're going ahead and taking a break here. Be back for the fourth quarter with your score. Anderson County 61, Cumberland Gap 44. Yeah.
Fourth quarter action about to start here at Cumberland Gap High School. The Mavericks leading 61-44 over the Panthers. As the Mavericks look to close it out here, get a share of the regular season title. Head into South Doyle on Thursday night with a lot of momentum. Strickland drives, goes up, no good, and a foul on for Hayden Craig. His fourth foul. Team's first. Judson Ayers in for Craig. That's key right there. A fourth foul for Craig, one more. He's done for the night. Yep, works it around. It's Brady Harris going to Clausen. Shot up by Gabe Daniels is good. 61-46, Anderson County. Strickland, bounce pass to Dake. Dake keeps it alive. Goes to Nelson, and the Mavericks working around the exterior. Goes to Lawson. Lawson spins, goes up. No good. Rebound, Brady Harris.
Harris got 23 points to lead Cumberland Gap. They cut that lead to 15. They have trailed by as much as 24. Dake for 3. Rims out. No good. Ball battle forward. Off a Maverick. Will be Cumberland Gap basketball. 61-46, 6:30 to go. Fourth quarter. Final district game of the season for both teams, as Goins 3 is no good. Mavericks trying to keep the Panthers winless in district play, and a foul on the floor.
Nope, jump ball.
Jump ball. Good defense by the Panthers. I believe that was Neil Bunch tying up Ethan Nelson. Oh, Gabriel Daniels drive shot, no good. Gets his own rebound. Keaton Clausen pull up, it's good.
Keaton Clausen, another bucket to go, 61-48. Strickland fires a 3 from the corner. It's Lawson with a 3, excuse me. He got it to go, and a timeout on the floor.
Timeout Mavericks. I believe that was a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take it with them. Your score, Anderson County 64, Cumberland Gap 48.